Hello, Brickhead Studios here, back for another video, and today guys, I'm going to be taking a look at all LEGO Millennium Falcon sets released up to date, and I'm going to be ranking them. Now, these sets are specifically the playset version of the Millennium Falcon. All other sets like foil packs, keychains, promotional sets, and UCS, micro scale, midi scale, all that stuff will not be accounted for in this list. This is just taking a look at the playsets. So, if you like this list, maybe consider subscribing and hitting the bell. But I'm going to get into this here, starting with the first set. Now, the worst set on this list, in my opinion, is going to be the 7190 Millennium Falcon from the year 2000. This set retailed for $100, and you can clearly see this set is a little bit outdated with the UFO-styled pieces and the old building techniques. It's a really rough looking model. I like the original minifigure selection. It's one of the better minifigure selections in the sets on this list. I like that aspect of the set, but the rest of it is a little bit lackluster. There isn't a lot of details, and the details, it doesn't really feel like a Lego set because they use the big molded kind of UFO style pieces, and they have just a bunch of prints over it, which, I mean, the prints are nice, but it doesn't feel like a Lego build because you don't really build it up. It's just big pieces, and that's why I don't really like this model. And yeah, that's probably all I have to say. Moving on to the next one. Now, the next set on this list is the 4504 Millennium Falcon from the year 2004, retailing for $100, which is the same price as the other set that I already showed on this list, and it's a much better model. I honestly feel bad putting this set this low down on the list. This set really did some revolutionary things for the Millennium Falcons. Like, most all Millennium Falcon playscale sets after this set follow the same format with kind of the folding pieces on the Millennium Falcon. It really looks nice, and with the updated cockpit mold and all the details over the Falcon, it looks really nice. And the minifigure selection is also pretty good for this set. It's a pretty nice model. Now, I didn't want to put it this low, but the other models are just kind of better, in my opinion. Like, they have more details and just feel more updated, but I would say this set is much better than the set from 2000. This is a pretty nice model, but not better than the others, in my opinion. Moving on to the next one. Now, the next set on this list may be a little bit of a controversial pick. It is the 75105 Millennium Falcon from 2015, retailing for $150. I do really like this Lego model. I think it does look nice, but my main complaint with it is it is a little bit messy. Like, I don't know, it's one of the least clean looking Millennium Falcon sets on the exterior, in my opinion. There's a lot going on the outside, and I know that's part of the design. Like in the movie, in The Force Awakens, it is a little bit more scuffed up. Like, it's not the cleanest way the Millennium Falcon has been in the Star Wars universe. But with that, as a LEGO Millennium Falcon set, it does look a little bit messy. And that's kind of why I put it in this spot in the list. And yeah, we hadn't we haven't had like a Millennium Falcon in a while, like when this set came out, or at least a play scale one. The last one was in 2011, and I don't know if this was the best next set that they could have done. So yeah, that's my opinion. Moving on to the next set. Next set on this list is the 75212 Kessel Run Millennium Falcon from 2018. This set retailed for $170. And yeah, this was another hard one to kind of place on the list because it's not the most conventional Lego Millennium Falcon, or just Millennium Falcon in general, because it's got a completely different color scheme and kind of shape from what we normally have. Now, it follows the same shape, or not the same shape, but like the same design with the foldable top parts on the Millennium Falcon, like how it's been like that for many years, but it is just a different design. One gripe about this that I had is the cockpit, the white coloring on there, it doesn't actually really match the white coloring on the rest of the set. It does on the box art, but in reality, like in real life, it doesn't look that nice. But as a Millennium Falcon set in general, I do think it is a nice model. I like how clean it looks, representing the model from the Solo movie. I actually only watched the Solo movie more recently, as like a couple months ago, but yeah. So I like the minifigure selection. It's really nice for the Solo movie. I think they got a good variety of characters. Now, they didn't get everyone that I think they maybe should have, but it was a nice selection. And it's just a really clean model. Like, on the inside, just the details are pretty nice for, I guess, the interior. And it is one of the more clean Millennium Falcons, which that's in the design in general. But I do really like this model, and that's why it's here in this spot on the list. Now, in second place on this list, we have the 7965 Millennium Falcon from 2011. This set originally retailed for $140, and wow, this is just a great set in my opinion. Like, the minifigure selection is about the best we've had for Lego Millennium Falcon playsets. We have Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, Chewbacca, Old Ben, and Princess Leia. It's a really nice selection. Now, they didn't include a C-3PO or an R2-D2, but I don't think those characters are as necessary for a model like this. But it's just a really nice model. It's one of the more clean Lego Millennium Falcon sets. I do have a bit of nostalgia for the set. I never owned this set, but I remember seeing it in stores a lot when I was younger, and yeah, I never ended up buying it, but I just really like the design. Just the clean exterior, and the interior is nice as well. Just a really nice Millennium Falcon. Now, is it the best model out of the Millennium Falcon set so far? I don't know about that, but I do think the design as a whole is good with the good minifigure selection, and just the clean look of the set. On to the final pick on this list. Now, my favorite set on this list is the 75257 Millennium Falcon, released in 2019 for $160. This is my favorite set of them all because of how detailed it is. I think it's more accurate in details than any of the other models on the list. I like the smoothness of it. There isn't as many gaps as the previous designs that have been used throughout the years, and that's why I prefer it more than the 2011 one. That one was a lot more simplistic in its details, and this one has a lot more details and is a lot more accurate, and that's why I like it as a display model. Now, that's it for this list. If you enjoyed the video, maybe think about liking it or subscribing. Leave a comment giving your thoughts on this list, if you agreed, if you disagreed. If you disagree, maybe you could make a list of your own in the comments. I'd like to see the different opinions you guys have. Well, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.